You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds. And when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call me. Just call me. Just call me. Just call me.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sim Racing Media Network. We are live here from the Mid-Ohio Sports Car. I think I don't know. I think I probably said it wrong. My name is Angel Santiago. I am joined tonight by my partner here, Troy Thomas, bringing to you the Racers Elite Xfinity Series. It is their regular season finale, capping it off here at a road course. Troy, what are we in store for tonight?
Well, I mean, it's a different track to end your regular season on, that's for sure. So it should be exciting races. I mean, at the moment, the times are pretty close. And we don't have a lot of point drama tonight for the final race of the season. Although some of them guys below the cut line can still make it in if they win their race. So that could happen. We could have a dark horse win tonight.
And those drivers would include Matthew Jarrett and Chris Blasey. So they'll be looking for the opportunity tonight. The overall ambient temp, 72 degrees. I think 90% of the country is wishing they had some type of close 72 degrees. Most sortings will be within the next couple of days. 46% humidity at 17 miles per hour wind. So also going to be pretty windy out there as these drivers try to maneuver their way through the many turns. I say many, but not a large road course by any means.
No, a 13 turn. It's a short road course, but 13 turns, kind of a mini Watkins Glen, I would compare it with maybe. You can still get, you still have long straightaways for fast speeds, a lot of braking zones, heavy braking, plenty of opportunities to make a pass.
So kind of a brief track map there you see on the right hand side, just so you get an idea as to what the track looks like as a just from an overhead view. And these drivers are actually done qualifying, so we're gonna go ahead and get over to that. And it's actually going to be Jacob Plank. He's going to be qualifying here on pole tonight with a 1 minute 29:52. It's probably the only entire lap time we'll call. These are all minute and a half laps tonight. Sean Dunaway there in second. Man, that guy's probably got to have the best qualifying record in Racers Xfinity series, because he's either first or second every race.
He's always up there in front row, it seems like, every
short
week.
Track, super speedway, speedway, road course.
It doesn't matter.
Jacob Plank too. He's actually pretty quick when the races he's able to come into. Lee Campbell, nice to see him running up front. There in the third position with Andrew Teft, the boss man here in fourth. Then you have Sean Merriman with Rob Yost on his outside there for row 3. Row 4 belongs to Dennis Kane and Truth Hoke. See here, it's Brandon Honeycutt and Colin McDonough going to round out your top 10. Then Alex Teft with Todd Slauson. They're going to be there in row 6. Row 7 for Michael Bennett. Richard Odie there on his outside. Matthew Jarrett and Chris Blasey, the two drivers that need to win their way in. They're 22 and 29 points out, so Blasey really does have to win. Jarrett with 19 drivers tonight. Kinsley Smith and Alan Bergen are not making starts here. It's going to be a little difficult to make it possible. So basically in a must-win situation. Then it's sorry about that.
No, go ahead.
I'll say just Chris Pendle and Kirby Wainscott there in row 9 with Curtis Ecker rounding out the field. As mentioned, Kinsley Smith and Allen are not starting tonight's race.
We got two drivers in a must-win situation for this, so it should be fun to watch to see what they do throughout the evening as they navigate right and left turns.
And 45 laps. As you see, pace car coming through here. It's going to be a pretty quick race.
Yeah, they're running, 130, maybe 133 to slowest, so these laps are going to pick off pretty quick today.
Well, and there is going to be some tire fall off, though, and we saw, some of these drivers talking about up to even, 2 seconds, give or take, where, could be more, and that can also really affect where and maybe when you decide to come down pit lane here.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they'll have to, we always preach tires, but, road courses especially, you turn left or right and you get on the throttle too much, and that don't want to spin the rear tires.
Ooh, Rob Yost letting us know here in our YouTube chat. Thanks for joining that he had got a penalty for cutting the track. As they come off at the last turn, we're getting ready to go green flag racing for the final time in the regular season. Barney the Flagman throws it down, and we are green here from the Mid-Ohio Sports Car course. There we go.
Sports car course. That's what we're renaming this racetrack.
Well, yes, folks. Exactly. We're renaming it whatever we can.
Whatever we say.
That track map up there, everybody. You can keep an idea. Again, not a familiar track for most of you to see where the drivers are at. But right now, following them on track, this is a tough one as they get through a sharp turn onto a long straightaway. Yeah,
Rob Yost on the inside of Andrew Tepp, and right there's Dennis Kane looking inside of Sean Merriman, but falls back in line. The heavy braking zone coming up for these cars.
2 and 3 wide all the way through here.
Oh.
Let's get a kind of an outside view. See side by side. Everybody's giving each other a ton of room though, because you really just oh man, what a big run there. Odie almost got into the back of the 16. Yeah. Almost Odie braked him there. Oh, he's gonna do the Todd Lawson. No, I'm kidding there. We're gonna move away before Todd yells at me after the race for that.
We are getting Todd on you. See, there's. Now this is a challenging road course. Like I said, we don't race here much, but the Xfinity Series did used to race here a lot back in the day.
Yeah,
my memory, if I can remember correctly.
And just to say that, man, already coming across the line for that first lap. But yeah, as you mentioned, where it's a track, little tricky one. It's fast. You mentioned a lot, kind of like Watkins Glen, that speed, but you have these, look at this sharp turn here. I mean, it's wide, but it is so dang flat. And then you're gonna go start having some elevation change that you get to adjust with as well.
Yeah, like Jacob's coming to here in a second. He's got a short little elbow kink to the right here, and then you got, might as well say, the S is right after this, a sharp right-hander, and a sharp left, and another right. So hard on the brakes right here, maybe down to first gear, maybe just let it roll through second so your car could turn a little bit better.
I don't think I've done an Xfinity race here in these or at Mid-Ohio, but can you go, maybe if you've got enough wheel in it that you can go full throttle through that kink?
Ooh, you can. The trucks you can for sure, and I'm sure some of these guys probably will. The kink you probably go full, but that brings us to another issue. What about gas?
Well, that is true. I mean, there is a possibility, but I think we're hearing that possible fuel windows where 20, maybe 22 laps, but that 22 laps kind of makes some people feel like they want to go stretch it maybe an extra lap or so. Yeah,
I mean, just your shifting will come into play, how much fuel you use as well. So some people might not be I think that's Kirby got a little loose there. Some people might not be shifting as much and using that much fuel. So possibly somebody might be thinking about a one-stop race here, and be interesting to see.
In the process of that one-stop race, are you also able to save enough tire? I mean, granted, as the drivers may be a little further back, they might have the advantage of having a one-stop anyways because of the overall time that they've given up on the racetrack as is. Which I say that from having done that before, where you're able to save a stop because you're just that much slower than those fast guys up front, and so because you're going that much slower than what the normal pace is, where that doesn't really affect them so much because they're far enough back that it's not like they're gonna gain anything on that one stopper. To save some time, but they're not gonna jump to the lead. I would have to say that you're gonna be somewhat within a fighting range to make anything, to make something like that happen.
I see. Roughly, what's the pit stop here? 50 seconds entering and leaving?
Probably, yeah, I would say so. It's not 50, a very long, as you see the 0-1 is Sean Dunaway. It's not a very long, pit lane, I don't believe, so.
No, it's just tricky coming in, because I think it's on exit 11, right at 11. You have to, right there, as you see there, Matthew Jarrett right there. But you've got to be pretty close to the lead, at least, might as well say 50 seconds within the lead to make that one stop work.
Let's see, actually, we're jump on board.
Yeah, right there. That's the inner entrance of pit road right there. So.
And then if you just kind of look to the left here, it's just this straightaway, and it's not a long straightaway. You see where that 19, that red on that track map is, and then right there, it comes right back out. So yeah, I think 50 seconds, give or take, is pretty solid.
So you want to at least under a minute, be within a minute of the lead, I would say, to make that one stop work. And then the tire fall off, as you said earlier. How bad is it? Is it 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds?
These cars just look beautiful here under the sun on this racetrack.
Oh yeah, this is Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course.
Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course.
I just read the sign over the walkway there, so
there we go.
We probably gave it its third name of the race so far tonight.
I do like to hear pretty interesting. The top 8, it's Ford Chevy, and then Ford Chevy again.
That's pretty amazing, ain't it?
We need Alex Teff to pass the Honeycutt here. Fortunately, 4 seconds back. It's not gonna help, but that would switch that around to make another, Ford Chevy for the full top 10. Your first Toyota's there in 11th. With Colin Donahue with our SRM colors out there.
Yep, number 39 car. And
peaking for a top 10.
4 Toyotas in the field tonight, so out of the 19 cars that started the race.
Todd Slauson's actually right behind him there in 12th. Then,
So it makes you wonder if they're just pacing themselves, getting in, finding their rhythm, not pushing it because there's nobody to race.
I think Jared coming down pit lane. I don't know if he had some damage or something.
Looks
or...
like he went off the track, so...
Yeah, might have gotten some damage in the process, which, again, so easy to go off track here. And you can just think, well, why don't you just, take it easy. For one, we don't like taking it easy. We're too darn competitive, and we love hearing these V8s roar.
That's the man in us too. So
we've all got the lead foot. But aside from that, we all we have to understand that all these drivers, while it doesn't look like they're trying to fight one another, just being within the vicinity, especially on a road course, you already feel like you're under attack. So you have to be hitting your marks at every point in time, because just one slip up, you mentioned, you just go off into the to the gravel here, or you get a bad run on the stretch, you lose a ton of time, you can lose multiple spots. The first top 9 drivers are separated by only 10 seconds, which is pretty close, considering a road course.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, you could drop your right side into the grass right here in the kink or something and get a little fishtail, and that would allow Sean Dunaway to move up to Jacob Plank. I mean, it's just, you've got to be on your game for every turn, because they're not just turning left tonight, they're turning right and left.
Ooh, Michael Bennett looks like he had an issue.
Uh-oh.
Number 16 here.
Oh,
I'll say wheel hopped it probably.
Yep.
There we go.
Good save, though. I mean, it's so easy to do that in any corner here. I mean, I'm sure that'll be the first of many tonight.
Yeah, looks like this is where Chris Blasey is racing against Chris Pendle here.
Heavy braking zone. I guess this is a little. Oh
man!
Oh no, Chris is off in the gravel pit. And you called it earlier.
That's the worst part, because all he was trying to do was give Chris as much room as possible, be respectful. But he was in the marbles, I would say, and just in a bad spot going into the turn, and it did not want to turn.
Yeah, no, I might have locked the front brakes up or something, but it's so easy to do that though.
And all you try to do is be respectful.
Yes, as Curtis Eckers trying to make a pass on Chris now.
Oh man,
Ooh.
He's gonna be really loose for a little while. Those tires are probably warm. Wow, going into the turn.
He's gonna have to back off a little bit, and let the tires cool down.
Yeah, give it a break there, Chris, because that is not a comfortable looking race car right now.
No, you get debris. As he locks it up, you get debris on your tires. I mean, they get dirty and slick. So.
Yeah, actually, go ahead and jump on board. Show you guys, what is he feeling right now? Find it. There we go.
Woo! Find that car, ain't he?
Man, these cars, they are just. I am reminded every Tuesday night now how difficult these cars are to drive, and I would have lost it in every moment there. It is unbelievable. These drivers, show up week in and week out, and I'll be honest with you, they take a beating from these cars.
Oh yeah, they're not easy to drive, that's for sure. Looks like he came in too hot. Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Nice save. That's what gravel's there for.
Yep.
Oh no! And there goes. Oh, Rob Yost is actually coming down pit lane.
Interesting.
Was that on purpose? Was that planned?
He's in front of Andrew here.
Yeah, he moved over.
Yeah. I guess the mind games are starting.
And those are those noises that you hear. For they're on the road courses when a car is coming down pit lane.
I think they're worse at Canadian Motorsports Park. I think they're worse there.
Oh, Dunaway's gonna go a little off.
Like I said, it's just so easy to get 1-2 tires off in the grass. It just messes up your grip for the car.
Oh, Rob Yost is calling it an evening.
Huh.
What's this? I'm just gonna complete a couple laps.
Oh, looks like Andrew has crashed.
Oh no, Andrew was bad fast.
He's fastest in practice.
Yeah, I mean, by a good amount. He was. Oh, he got off of it a little bit.
Good save though, Andrew.
He would lose, man, 3 spots, and Honeycusser's gonna go ahead and let him on in right there. Andrew's just gonna be gotta be.
Yep. Matt furious at yourself for one little mistake. But no damage to the car, so we'll see how he can recuperate and make his way back up to the front of the field tonight.
I have to wonder where. Do you think Andrew has to be wondering where Jacob and Sean found the speed that they found from practice over into this race?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, shoot. Jacob's probably almost a half a second quicker at the moment than Sean Dunaway. Maybe they's holding back in practice, or track conditions change from practice. Who knows?
And so easy for that to be a possibility, where track conditions change, and they think these cars are, maybe it's me, but these cars are so sensitive to what the track is feeling.
Yeah, getting rubber in the track too. We don't think of that happening at road courses much, but it happens.
Yeah. Oh, you're gonna see that.
And it can upset the balance of your car.
Kind of look up above here. You can already, you can see where that rubber is being laid down. I mean, you see these patches of asphalt, but I mean, you're seeing that darkness even coming all the way across.
Yeah, there's Kirby getting out of the way.
Actually, the best thing you can do is jump right on the nose of these cars. You can see where the rubber patch really gets thick when under braking zones. Yeah, look right here.
A little wide there. But right here's a good example to it as well. This is a tricky little portion of the track. You go uphill and then back to a right-hander, then another right-hander. Almost kind of a blind turn.
That's where Andrew lost it, actually, right through there. Just kind of getting up on the curbing a little bit off of it, and just touches the grass. You touch the grass, it's ice.
Yeah, it'll spin you around in a heartbeat.
And patience. Gosh, man, the patience Jacob has in that throttle is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, and that's sometimes us as race car drivers, we forget that part of the game.
Maybe I should just been drag racing my entire life.
I don't have the reaction time for drag racing.
I think I probably do. I grew up watching it. My dad used to do it.
I remember watching it, but I don't have the reaction time. He'd run the quarter mile before I even started.
They used to have a place here in Old Town, in Kissimmee, that they had you can get in it and it's simulated like a drag car. Like it would just shoot across really fast.
I've seen them before.
Ah man, but they
closed. Jacob got a little loose there.
Enough to get on, unfortunately.
But you got to be careful when you get loose, so you don't burn them rear tires up either.
Yeah, because the rear tires are going to be your best friend when it comes to say rear grip, but what rear grip means is being able to keep control of your car, getting back on the throttle, because that's, again, all that horsepower is going just to the rear wheel, so you're hoping that when you apply that throttle, it does what you want, not start slipping and sliding, as you're kind of starting to see now, 10, 11 laps into the run.
Yeah, these tires are starting to get a little cooked on these gentlemen. There's Truth Hope. He's up one position from the 8th position, running 7th at the moment. So far so good for Mr. Hoke.
Yeah, our two biggest movers right now are let's see, Chris Pendle started back in the 17th position. He did not make a qualifying attempt. I don't know if Michael Bennett had a connection issue just now, but
I don't either. Huh.
He was here, then he's gone suddenly. Now that
paint.
now that makes Curtis Ecker tied with Pendle for biggest mover with up 5 spots. He also did not put a qualifying lap, starting that back tail end of the field there, 19th.
Yeah. Only one way to go, and you start in the back of the field, and that's up. So, good job for them gentlemen moving up at the moment.
Yeah, showing Michael Bennett as pit, but I had to imagine that he definitely had a connection issue and kicked him out. So unfortunate for him. And then Kirby Wainscott came down onto pit lane, and I thought she was showing him as I believe done for the evening. At the very least, he's got out of the race car.
Sorry to hear that, Rob. Rob just posted 20th anniversary of a family tragedy pool. Wasn't feeling it tonight. Sorry to hear that, bud. Understand completely.
Hey, we appreciate you coming out here, and that's not easy. And sometimes, what the hope of these, is like, hey, I can get out there, maybe get my mind off of it. But if you're not having fun either, it doesn't help.
No.
So, and it's nothing against, we don't say anything. I love road racing. We were talking about, before this race, how much we love road racing. It's just that, well, we're also so dang competitive too, so we want to win every dang race.
Yep. Yes, sir.
But yeah, definitely, Rob. We hope everything, and pray for your family. Hope everything, just continue with the healing.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have, let's see here, actually now 13 laps into this race. So we're going to go ahead and have actually our first commercial break of the evening, as you see Matthew Jarrett just there in front of Jacob Plank looking to go lap down. He did pit, as we mentioned earlier, but we'll go side by side. You guys won't miss any of the action here from the Sim Racing Media Network at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. You read it out there, say it the right way. I don't know. And for the Racers Elite Xfinity Series, there's regular season finale. We'll be right back, everybody. All right, thank you again to Premier Racing Setups for jumping on board here with the Sim Racing Media Network. Very grateful for them. Of course, make sure you check out their website, Premier Racing. I'm sorry, I think it's PremierSetups.com. Say that right this time as well, Troy. For any of your setup needs, there you go, PRSSetups.com for any setup needs. They've got all across the board. I'm pretty sure I've seen all their dirt oval, the dirt oval, asphalt oval, which know one of the drivers actually on their crew there, Darren McCabe. Used to race him in the ARCA series, and he was darn good. And the old those cars, and he was very, very fast in those things. I mean, and especially in that long run, he was patient. So, not that I'm saying, but I have not had a need to buy open setups, but that would be, I would fare to say I would purchase, knowing the
absolutely.
I race against one of them on a long-term basis too, and very respectful guy at that point too. So
watching this battle between
Andrew
and John right here. He's hounding Sean at the end of turn one here.
Well, Andrew actually just
let him have it.
Talk about trying stepping it up here, and it's kind of funny because suppose the tire fall off, he just had his fastest section 2 of the racetrack this entire, it was the entire 15 laps now. 15 tries, that was his fastest one.
He's a man on a mission at the moment after that little hiccup he had early in the race.
Yeah.
He's back up to where he started, the 4th position.
Right now, about, 19 seconds behind the leader. He was 2/10 slower that last time around. But he was also, trying to get through some of this traffic that he had in front of him.
Yeah,
Traffic,
making a pass, so that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Making a pass and just 2/10 back.
Nice here. Look at that. 15 laps into this race. Or this, again, not huge, but still road course. And you got, 4 or 5 drivers right here within a second of each other.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Got Sean Merriman there, being Dennis Kane and Truth Hope right there running the 7th position, all nose to tail. One slip up by Sean or Dennis, and Truth can pass both of them. Dennis Kane is one of them drivers that you don't talk a lot of, but he's just quietly there at the end. So, good job tonight, Truth. Dennis.
A perfect way to say it there for Dennis. He's quiet, methodical. He just kind of, makes his way through there. Oh, no, Truth, going off track there.
Hold on.
Nice save.
Good save, bud.
Not a ton of pressure still behind from Honeycutt. Honeycutt looking to make.
Dennis is looking, and Sean's going to let him go.
Yeah, if someone's passing me at a road course and you got to run, I am letting you have it. I can barely make it around my own. I can't be side by side.
Yeah. Good job, Dennis. Good pass. Sean just let him over. Maybe, Sean just taking care of his equipment. Maybe Dennis is pushing his a little hard and he'll pass him later on. So
yeah, exactly. I think that's another great way to put it. Or maybe 15 laps in, Sean pushed it early, and now Dennis is coming back around. Dennis has actually gained 2 spots in this race.
Yeah. So Dennis is. Yeah, as long as you're finished where you started, you've had a good day, I think. Loadie.
Oh. There it is.
So close to Dennis right there.
Wow.
Curtis Ecker, I'm sorry.
Can I get through here? No, that's the leaders they go through there. Curtis has been trying to make a pass here on Richard Odie
so
for this
close.
Position. That's his 13th spot.
Battling like it's the last lap. You gotta love it.
I absolutely gotta love this. It's we're already over a third of the way through the race, and these drivers are not giving up, and they're not making not gonna make it easy for one another tonight.
Not
even
at all.
Even with Richard Odie already being guaranteed into the playoffs after this, so back-to-back seasons for him making it. He's happy. 19 was really loose through there. You see Odie with that defensive position.
Yeah, he's hugging inside the line, so Curtis thought about looking at it as they go through the little S's right here, but
he peeked
backside of it. Trying to get in his head a little bit to make Odie make a mistake.
It's possible. We'll see what they got coming.
That blind right-hander right here.
Yep, to the final corner. Let's see there. No, just a little bit. No. Go back. Okay, there we go. Oh, wow. That was really loose by those drivers. Woo! My goodness. Well, for sure, they might both be wrecking there.
Wrecking loose.
That's all it's got to be. Is you see that? Yeah, Odie's getting really high through there. I don't know if he's just...
He's taking the high line in, but Curtis gets a good run off of turn 13.
Yeah, Curtis got a really good run.
Looking to the inside. Still can't make the pass. What a battle between these two guys.
Oh, I'm loving it.
Yeah, she's... Oh.
I'm trying to find these things. Right, there it is. See, 78 and 19 still battling it hard. We got pit stops.
Is pitting.
Along with Lee Campbell and Sean Merriman, so they are not able to make it on.
Two-stop it.
Yeah, we're going to have to two. So, see, now, if you could have to two-stop it, I would have pit lap 15. What are we doing not doing the perfect three-way?
I'm with you. I'm with you on that one.
Granted, I say that, but, I tried that last night in the Xfinity race, and that did not work out, so.
It's a little bit easier on a road course than it is an oval, too.
Yeah, probably, I guess. Although Alex Teff
Here-
there, the third section for him was his fastest. I mean, and as they get more practice and as they lay down more rubber, you're gonna pick up the speed. So
And then they, of course, them getting used to the track as
Mhm.
well, because I'm sure some of these maybe not too familiar with this racetrack.
I guarantee you, no less than 5 of these drivers may have had to buy the track tonight.
I mean, that's a big part of it too as well.
So, and there. Let's see, still got 14 on the lead lap right now. Let's see, those of you who have not pit. So Jacob Plank pit, and he comes back out in the 6th position, right in front of Honeycutt, right behind Alex Teft. And so he'll make his way. Oh, cold tires.
Yeah, they got to remember that as well. Easy there, boy. But we do. Sometimes we forget we've got cold tires on our cars as well.
You know what? I kind of would have been an interesting strategy move, and I know it would have put you really behind the mark somewhat. Starting from pit lane so that you didn't have to do the entire track all the way around and waste that fuel.
Never thought about that, but that is a good point.
I mean, yeah, you're a little bit. I guess you're behind the mark, so I don't know if could you save that much, But if it that becomes the difference, almost.
Never thought about that. That's interesting.
It's, tough
Jacob looking on the inside of Alex, and Alex just lets him go.
Oh, Curtis Eckert. I was gonna say we're gonna go back to him, but it looks like he came off track a little bit while battling Odie, so they're not battling anymore. This is right now your closest battle, but we got a couple of things happening on track as we're closing in on the lap 20 mark. So almost already halfway.
Wow, this race is kind of went by pretty quick, actually. Jacob looks on the inside of Truth.
Eckert gonna make his way down pit lane. Great idea, you have that bad lap, you go off track, say, all right, screw it, come down, get some 4 fresh fuel goods, and let's get back out there.
Yeah, go reset yourself. So pretty smart on Curtis's part on that.
Now, okay, so lap 20, if you can at least make it to the next lap of lap 20, you come down, I don't know. Or you come down coming 21 to 22, and maybe you can push.
That would be close if they can go that far. I mean, let's see. What was his?
And you're right, though. Also depends on the shifting.
So he's over 2 seconds fall off for Sean Dunaway from his fastest lap to his last lap.
Incredible, and that's about the same for most of
Andrew and Dennis as well. So. Truth. Yep, little 3 seconds, but
Truth.
it's gonna be interesting to see how these guys that have not pitted yet, what their strategy is. It's just a big chess match with these guys, let alone we're racing, but we're gonna play chess as well.
Well, I mean, and then think about it. Jacob Plank is just so darn fast, and this is what makes this strategy so much fun, because you're trying to see how quickly can they drive to the field, and in all reality, you're Dennis Kane, you're some of these drivers, but you also got to think, you're trying to be nice, but you got to make it not the easiest for him to pass you either. Hold him up a little bit.
Make him work for it.
Yeah,
make him work
exactly.
for it just a little bit.
That's what I did last night. I ruffled a couple feathers, but hey, I can't drive, but it doesn't mean I want to just lay on by.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what Jacob run this lap.
Yeah. Let's see here. 1. And this is still going through traffic.
Yeah. Come on, update.
Is that? Did he just run the same exact time?
Exact same.
Hold on.
I think he ran the exact same time.
Hold on. I go back over. There you go.
He run.
No, it just maybe updated before we realized.
It messed up.
Yeah, it beat us to it already.
So he ran a 130, and our leader ran a 133.15.
And actually, in last night's race, I had a friend mention how he's like, yeah, I ran the same exact lap time as a leader there, and I was like, yeah, that's impressive, but is it as impressive as 3 laps back to back to back of 2 drivers hitting all, only 1/1000th of a second off? He's like, wait, what? I'm like, yeah, 2 laps
You had
back to
you
back,
had to burst
identical.
his bubble, didn't you?
He's like, what? He's like, wow, that is incredible.
You had to burst his bubble. Good job, Angel.
I did. Here it is, lap 21 to 22,
Yep.
exactly when I called it. There it is,
Gonna
Sean
be
Dunaway.
close.
Now, does Andrew Teff come in? Oh, Andrew Teff
Andrew is not.
Oh.
So that tells me there what his game plan is.
And Jacob Plank,
Interesting.
he's already only 2 seconds behind him, though. He just put down at the 129.6.
Wow. Jacob is flying. So, how many? So our top 5 have not pitted yet. And there, Colin hasn't pitted, Christopher hasn't pitted, and Richard Odie, and
I'll show you the difference in lap times between first and
Holy
second, and
smoke.
what 17 laps of, or sorry, yeah, 17 lap difference in tires is.
Wow, look at that. But Andrew knows that he's got on fresher tires. Andrew knows what his strategy is. He's sticking to it. So I don't think there's going to be much of a fight from that 98 when that 35 gets up there either.
Well, I mean, he's got to make him work for it.
Yeah, you got to make it work for it. You don't want to just
put him behind a little bit. The question is, can he?
Yeah, that is true. I mean, you've got 22 laps on your tires, so compared to what, 5 of Jacob's.
Oh, Andrew's staying out another lap. He's really gonna make sure he can make it to the end.
Wow.
Probably said, hey, you know what? I got an extra lap. If I can push it this extra lap, then maybe I can then be more comfortable to not have to save the entire last run. I can focus on running harder.
As we see Dennis Kane, Truth Hope, and Alex Teff entering the pit lane this lap. So
3rd, 4th, and 5th right there.
this is what I was wanting to see. Half the field on one strategy, other half on a different strategy.
That's what I love. That's what I love about these road course races.
Yep.
Looks like Plank, and so this is the thing for Plank too. He's also thinking, well, you know what? This is not a fight for me either at the moment because we're on different strategies. But does? Oh, there we go. He's trying to get a little bit.
Andrew ain't gonna let Andrew cuts him off, so gonna make him work for it. Andrew gets a little loose.
Oh, so does the 35. There it is. Easy from there for Jacob Plank to take the lead going through these S's.
Watch that grass, though, bud. It'll get you in a second. Keep playing with that.
Mm-hmm. And this is where it's important for both drivers to get back, settle into your, to your rhythm. Oh, there it is. Oh no, I forgot. No, there's a pit lane. Oh, because I was just about to say he's gonna have to hit pit lane here soon, but.
Well, he still have. Well, Colin hasn't got up there yet.
And this now leaves. What? Maybe
5 drivers? No, Matthew's coming in.
Colin,
4 drivers not pitted yet.
Chris Pendle and Richard Odie. Chris Blasey has not either, actually.
And Colin's coming in this lap, so there's Colin, and there's
There's Pendle as well.
Pendle coming in. So that leaves Richard Odie. See what he does when he comes by pit road. I'm sure he has to pit this time because I don't.
Yeah, so you see that white 13 at the top of the board, or in that sorry, the right there in the track map. That's where Richard Odie is on track, as you should see him take that turn up through there. Yep.
Turn to the left. Is he going to come to pit road? He is
Oh,
not.
It's not. Well, he is significantly off pace, so I mean, if
Wow. So he ran a 1:34.7. Jacob Plank ran a 1:31.21.
Yeah, Odie's at this point just logging laps. He did say this is nice practice for him on a road course. We do race in that Xfinity League, not this coming Tuesday, but the following Tuesday at Montreal. So,
Ooh, that's a tough little course.
Yay. Woo-hoo.
Have fun with that one, is all I can tell you.
I know I won't.
Have you raced there before?
I don't even think so, I'll be honest with you.
There's some tight turns on that road course, my friend.
I would say I have to check if I even own it, but it's rare that I don't own a track these days.
Kind of like Detroit in a way,
Yeah,
but
that's fair.
but feels narrower.
Yeah, maybe like an old race before there. Dennis Kane just put down the fastest center. for-
Good job,
yeah.
Dennis. Dennis has just quietly been up there in the top
Yeah.
7 all race long, just minding his own business, keeping his nose clean,
Yeah.
not making any mistakes. So
But as high up as the 5th position, or I think he's been as high up as even 4th, I think, at one point.
yeah, I think during pit stops he's up 4th. So that's what you want to do when you go road course racing: be fast, but also keep your nose clean. And he's done a good job of that.
And there it is, Jacob Plank across the line.
Wow.
20 laps to go here. And
I don't see
most
Sean anywhere.
everybody. Wow, Sean's 19 seconds back.
Yeah,
And
Sean is now coming on the front stretch.
to kind of put this into perspective, Sean was half a second quicker on pit lane. But that's just 4-5 laps of 2 seconds and plus, that adds up.
It does.
And it's probably Sean might have gone off track at 1.2, I think, actually. So
How many laps did it take Jacob to catch and pass Andrew? Was it 5 laps?
let's see, Andrew pit there on lap 23, and Jacob probably came out on lap 20 or lap 18. So yeah, I'd say 5 laps, give or take. Yeah,
So let's just
do some rudimentary.
yeah. So Jacob should come in to pit. What do you think? 35, 36, roughly.
Yeah, I'd say
About
35,
9.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, about 10 laps to go, roughly. So it's interesting to see if he'll be able to catch Andrew or not.
Odds are probably.
Because he's got to push it as hard as he can at the moment to make his pit strategy work.
So right now, Andrew is, let's see, he was 4/10 quicker that time around. Because now Andrew's not making up the time that Jacob was making earlier.
No.
And
Andrew was, what, 4/10 of a second quicker than him.
Yep, exactly.
Well, check out, he just
9/10.
ran a 1:29.75, so
A personal best for himself.
he ran his fastest lap.
Well, let's see, pin there at lap 23, that makes 22, odd. And that's another thing, is that he still has probably got to save a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I can't wait to see how this race plays out. Interested to see if we can think how it plays out. So, but look who's in front of Andrew at the moment. Lee Campbell is running 3rd, where he started the race.
Yeah, nice qualifying, and he's just maintained himself nicely there in that number 60.
Yep, just minding his own business.
Number 60 coming back to NASCAR. Nice to see it up there in the Cup Series full time for next season.
Yeah, I seen that. I mean, I don't know what to think about that, so I'm
What do you mean?
glad RFK racing. Well, Priest is more of a short track racer.
That is fair.
I don't know if the money was tied to him or what. I mean, I hope he does well because I like Keselowski and him. I wish him well, but it wouldn't have been my
agree.
pick. I'll just say that.
Oh my God, Odie just now pit, or he's just now coming off pit lane. Yeah, wow.
Coming out, wow. He's
Um,
talking about stretching the fuel. Good job on Odie.
he could probably push it and have no change from here.
Yep.
But so yeah, I mean I would say because of Kroger. But I mean, so here's the thing, that think about a driver like Ryan Preece, where he's not, in the headlines for any wrong reasons. Oh, Chris Pendle crashed. I didn't even realize.
Oh no.
Not 26 here.
Oh, it's that downhill blind curve.
Oh, he's already loose through there.
Yep, he loose. Just
He didn't hit nothing.
didn't hit nothing. No, didn't hit
He got
nothing.
straightened back out though. Ton of
Good
time
job on
lost
that.
there though. Yeah, so they. Sorry, I got distracted. Something more there. I thought I saw. They do have a battle on track with Teft, Truth Hoke, and Brendan Honeycutt. That's for 7th, 8th, and 9th right now.
Alex is up 3 positions. Truth is up 1 from the start of the race. So, good job on those gentlemen.
What were we talking about before? I already lost my train of thought. It don't matter.
And
Wait.
2311 announced their 3rd car.
Yes, that's right. With Riley Herbst, which is another interesting one. He's capable.
Yeah, he did great in the Xfinity series. And, when you got Michael Jordan back in Denny Hamlin, you're going to get the support you need, so just see how it goes.
Does like if for some reason Reddick wrecks out of the duels, do they and Herbst makes it? Do they take him out and put him in?
That's true.
That's awful. No, that's awful to say.
Yeah, they're racing in their open until they get that lawsuit settled. That's right. Forgot about that.
That's gonna be really interesting.
That is interesting.
Because also the question is that if they don't win the lawsuit, that nothing is pointing towards NASCAR saying that they're still going to allow them to sign it now, because they're saying the NASCAR said, well, that time and place is gone. You didn't sign it then, so they could easily be out everything.
I know it's hard to believe because I'm a big Michael Jordan fan. It makes me happy to see him at the racetrack acting like a little kid. Just happy celebrating when he's driving. When Reddick won them races, I mean, it's just great for the sport to have him in it. But then have this cloud of this lawsuit over the head of the sport as well is kind of a double-edged sword.
I could not agree more. I mean, and that look at how that possibly affects. Noah Gragson has just not had a great start to his Cup career. It's just something's involved at any point in time.
No, he has not. I don't know. It's because Stuart Haas knew they was getting out of it earlier. Just give him support because he's got the sponsor. He's got the back of a sponsor. So I wish he would do well. But I lost a lot of respect to him when he did that incident at, I think it was Road America. Caused that big wreck.
Oh, that is right. Yes. I think it's gonna be another big question regarding just the outlook of the Cup Series next year, and how that's, because I even said, man, do you, like, if you're a Toyota team, or if you're Toyota, right? Because at the end of the day, for like FRM, if two, at the moment they're essentially two, but even if there's 3 Fords, odds are 1 or 2 are probably going to make the field. It's a 40-car field still at the end of the day. If one doesn't, though, there's a couple of Ford teams you could probably just go to. That Rick Ware is going to run his second car. It's going to be an open car now that we know that. So does that mean that now, so like, let's say, like it's Cosgrala, and he makes it like, you're going to go to Rick Ware and Cosgrala and you're going to say, hey, we're going to put one of our, season-long championship drivers in your car.
Yep.
And Ford would probably do the same with Sean Merriman and Lee Campbell coming in.
Lee Campbell entering pit road. No, you have a good point. It is going to be an interesting season once it gets started up, which it just ended 2 weeks ago. But
I know. I'm excited for Daytona.
I'm already ready for it to start.
Oh my goodness, and then we said, Ford has those options. They even have MBM with Carl Long.
Yep.
The car's not going to be. I mean, they'll probably supply the car, but I mean, Toyota doesn't really have any options because it's just Joe Gibbs can't field an extra car.
No,
The open car
the third
was
car now.
The fourth open car at 2211 is going to be Truex's.
Yep.
They're all four of them going to be open.
Now, is Truex going to drive for Denny at the 500? Or is it going to be a Joe Gibbs car?
Well, it's going to be a Joe Gibbs prepped, but it's going to be a 2311 entry because per the rules they can't have an open entry with the four cars.
Oh, that is right. That's the limit. That's right.
And
correct.
so, but they don't. There's no other Toyota team, so
nope.
It's like you almost got to think. Do you start reaching out in the off season? Like think about BJ McLeod, who shows up just for those super speedway races. Used to be Fords in a Chevy. Like just go up like, hey, here's an old Toyota. You show up in a Toyota in case if we don't make it.
Starting park cars or something.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we here's a Toyota for the Daytona 500. In case you make it and we need it, here's some more money and we put one of our guys in the ride.
Absolutely, you're correct.
He's already made a lot of money off these charters.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Not to say anything, but Andrew Teft is 2
Yeah.
seconds quicker than Sean Dunaway running second position here. So this could be the race for the win when Jacob Plank pits.
But my concern is that Teft has not caught Jacob. Has not really been catching Jacob Plank that much.
No,
He's still about 30 seconds behind. And
Yeah.
it's a 38-second pit stop. Pit lane.
So be interesting to see because Sean's not going to pull over and let him by either. Not at this point, not with 13 laps to go. So
And depending how, and really how it works is, it's going to be where he's 2 seconds a lap quicker, Jacob Plank is, when he comes down pit lane over Teft.
now here's something else that could happen. Just definitely. Well, Jacob only takes the gas, no tires. That could be an option.
No, but the 98's already.
Oh,
the
Sean Dunaway's
701.
off the track.
Oh man, you see there, no contact. That's just the 98 putting that pressure.
Yep. Oh, well, at least he didn't hit nothing. That was just Teft going, doing what he has to do, and Sean doing some mirror driving instead of looking out the windshield.
Well, I mean, in that last time, Andrew lost a second to Jacob. He could not have afforded to lose any time at all.
No.
And Curtis Ecker came down pit lane, but looks like he's done for the evening as well. So that puts your top 15 still here on the track. Let's see. Top 11 are still on the lead lap, although Chris Pendle looks like he might be going a lap down soon.
Yep.
Yeah, I see
There's
Jake
the
Plank
leader.
there. Granted, Plank will be pitting soon, and Chris, we know he can make it to the end. He pit on lap 23, so Chris will more than likely finish the race on the lead lap if he doesn't have any more incidents there.
Yeah. But, Jacob Plank has just took him to the woodshed tonight here
It is
at
just
Mid-Ohio.
Unbelievable. I mean, there's still a chance for something crazy to happen, of course. I mean, and I just have to say I'm stunned, though, how quick he has been, and just really nobody's been able to keep up with him, it feels like.
Yeah,
I mean,
just
obviously,
constant speed, lap after lap.
yeah, Andrew's the only one who's got some, Sean too, but they just on different strategies, which is great. Your top three fastest cars, all three in different strategies.
Yeah, that time Andrew was almost a second and a half quicker than Jacob. So
You know what, Sean? Oh, there goes 35. No.
Oh,
Wow.
just like you said, Angel.
We're just talking about it. Unbelievable.
Oh, I bet he had a moment.
And those tires are hot. And
Yep.
do you come in now?
I would come in right now.
There it is. That's
Yep.
exactly what he does.
Good call, Jacob.
That is not what Andrew needed, though, because that's going to give him enough time, in my opinion, probably to catch back up.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see,
Because
Andrew.
Jacob is going to drive the wheels off his thing for the last 11 laps.
Yeah, because he's not going to need to save those tires the way he would have in those, the less laps.
Andrew's just coming out, getting ready to come out of turn 13.
And, Jacob, he's this is only his fourth start in the season, so looking to make it his second win of that.
Not a big gap between the two at the moment.
Yeah,
And there's your top three
3
right
seconds. Yeah, what Andrew Tuff's last lap was and what Jacob Plank's fastest is, it's about 1.7 seconds as the difference, which, let's say you average it at 1.5 maybe there. Over 10 laps actually, honestly, with 3 seconds, he only needs 5 laps to catch him.
there. Yep.
Or, sorry, 6 laps to catch him.
So,
And does Andrew have anything for Jacob there when he gets to him?
oh, he's going to make it difficult to pass. I mean, he's not going to pull over by no means. I mean, you have to earn it.
I like the way he said it. He is gonna have to earn it.
I mean, he's already got it down to 2 seconds almost, so. Andrew comes into the line for 10 to go. But then if you're Jacob Plank, you don't want to push it too hard either and have a mistake that might cost you another position, because Sean Dunaway's, I mean, he's 4 seconds behind you, 5 seconds behind you, so you could lose that second position with a small mistake. Jacob is creeping up. Creeping up on Andrew.
He is right.
It's under a second now.
About that, everybody. Dog wants to a little rally. They want to stop. Yeah, he's putting down some fast times right now in each of these sectors. It is just unbelievable for Jacob Plank.
I mean, we all know. I mean, look.
Oh, a little contact with the wall there for Plank, but nothing too much.
I don't think that can hurt that car right now at the moment.
Yeah, he sees a large gap, of course, in time only because of that pit stop is technically
I mean, almost a
lap
second.
round.
Almost a second quicker than Andrew at last lap.
Wow. Yeah, that just shows. I mean, that's 11
there-
laps on tires.
There's your eye test right there. If you're Jacob, do you go ahead and make the move as quick as you can, or?
I want to just kind of sit back there and let the 98 do his own thing. It got 6 seconds back to Sean Dunaway, so I'm just gonna put my pressure on the 98. Let him kind of maybe make a mistake. Not one that you're gonna see Andrew typically make, but I also and his tires are only gonna wear even more.
Oh
So,
yeah.
I would mind your own tires, but I don't think 35 is going to do that. He's going to go ahead and look for any possibility here.
Yeah, I think if Andrew opens the door, he's going to try to go through it. Because he's there on the back bumper right now as we... I heard the rear tires spin.
Mm-hmm. He's trying to be patient there. Listen to that throttle.
Yep.
Oh!
Contact, I believe.
He's off throttle that entire time,
Yep.
though.
Little contact, but not.
I'm here!
Yep.
That's a road course version of I'm here.
I watch him side wheel to the right.
Unreal. Peaks. That's. And you see him just a little bit higher here because you see the 98 is trying to be a little bit more defensive. Allows that 35 to.
Inside.
There you go. Cut that apex a little easier. Oh, he's still loose though.
Like we said, it's easy to catch somebody. Passing's a different story.
He's trying to pass somebody who's hungry for a win here as well.
On the tail of Andrew Teft as we go through the S's right here.
Oh man, they're both slipping and sliding.
That's showing me he wants it bad. So he tried to peek in last lap here.
You know, if Andrew didn't make that mistake at the, you know, at the start of the race, is that the difference maker in time? You know.
True, that could be it as well. You get to get run off of turn 13 right there. We come to 7 to go this time.
Yeah, actually going back at that, it took Andrew Teft 7 laps for him to be able to catch and make that pass. Oh, come on!
Here he goes, turn 1.
Just a peek again. Gonna shut the
him,
door.
hey, I'm here, bud. I want it.
You got a couple lap cars there in front of too, just to make this even more fun. Wow, 35 really loose there. That's really a bad spot to get loose. Lose a ton of time.
Yeah, over. Wow.
You got some time. Gather yourself back up again.
Brandon Honeycutt has crashed, but Andrew's coming up to Matthew Jarrett, and I don't know about Richard Odie in front of him. Matthew gets out of the way.
Oh boy, here goes the 35 again. So it's slipping and sliding right in front of the leaders. He's gonna stay high.
Yep, Richard gets out of the way.
It's actually a battle for position right behind as well between Odie and Jarrett for 13th.
Battle for the lead and battle for the 13th right here.
And they're all in the same spot of the track.
We coming to 6 to go this time now.
I love how these teams work out.
It's hilarious.
Truth and Alex Teft, they're not too far from each other. As here it is, Jacob's gonna peak low again in the 1.
I don't think he's close enough to him.
In the 98, man, Andrew is just being so careful. I think he's really nursing these tires best he can. And the 35, you know, all that slipping and sliding with those rear tires, it's gonna hurt him on, you know, to a point where it's gonna be hard because you have to be able. I don't think you're gonna outbrake Andrew, especially not with how, you know, the slickness of this. You are gonna have to get him. Wow, right there.
Yeah, wow.
Getting back on the throttle in the middle of the turn as they're both loose through there.
Yeah, Andrew won the truck race at Sonoma earlier this year, and I think he finished second in the next gen at the Roval. So Andrew's a pretty good road racer in his own right. So he knows what he's doing when turning right and left.
I know that's fair.
What a run!
Oh
Jacob,
my
he's on
goodness!
Oh, Andrew.
And Jacob's trying to be fair too. You know, he knows that Andrew, he's still at the end of the day a playoff driver.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna be for next week here, and a full season driver at that.
Yep. Oh, he's gonna bump him.
No, just
so close.
Hello, 5 to go.
Jacob takes a wider turn in the turn one than Andrew does. Andrew takes a little shallower entry. Jacob gets a better run. Is he going to peak again?
Oh, he's going to try to outbreak him here. 98's going to give him room.
Oh, Andrew goes wide. Oh.
Can he cut down and get a big run?
He crosses
he's going to do
over.
it. We got a crossover coming down the stretch.
Oh, he's coming down to the kink.
98's going to have that, I would say preferred lane, but the 35 can carry more speed around the outside.
Oh, they're side by side.
Oh, no, 98! He overdrove it. Wow, he's going to hang on. Oh, no.
Andrew. Oh, man. Oh,
I can't believe
what
he
hard
saved
race
that.
by Jacob and Andrew. Good save, Andrew. Wow. I thought he had that saved.
That was unreal.
That just shows you how hungry he is for that win.
We mentioned it before the race, but he's not had a great, last couple of races, to say the least, trying to get to victory lane.
Yeah, been close. Been close. Last week, I think he finished second at Richmond. And then the week before. Yeah, he's second last week at Richmond.
Yep. He's actually finished second in 3 of the last 4 races. It was 10th at Talladega, but second at Dover and second at New Hampshire as well.
Yep. So he's here. He's up near the front every week. Just unfortunately, has not been able to shut the door and get that win. As King said on our YouTube chat, if Andrew doesn't make the mistake early in the race, then he would have had a better chance at the end of the race. I believe you're right, sir. Since Andrew brought it up, I didn't think about that, but that could have been the difference tonight. That little hiccup.
And you just look at how far he's pulled away since, just the difference in tires for Jacob. But Andrew really is just not going to give it up either.
No, he's driving his heart out till the end. So, I mean, it was a great battle there for a couple laps between them two.
Mentioning there for Andrew, it's been did not win a race last season, actually in season 4, and has not won a race this season in season 5. Hard to believe, he's ran good this season. Again, mentioning 3 of the last 4 races, top 2 finishes.
Yeah, I think we said 24 races since he last won.
Man, that's just incredible to think.
Yeah, I mean that just blows my mind to begin with.
24 races since Andrew Tepps won a race at in the Xfinity series,
Yeah, Xfinity series, yep.
So, and I mean, it's not for a lack of trying. He's got the most top 5 finishes on the season. He's got 6.
Yeah,
so,
obviously from the last couple laps of racing with Jacob area.
So, leads that. Actually, I just realized that with Michael Bennett not. Oh, hold on. Chris Melton is not here. So we actually got a couple of things, actually, that we didn't see. Chris Melton, he did win a race this season, but he's only started 6 races. So he had to race tonight in order to be eligible. So him not starting pushes that line down to Matthew Jarrett.
So Matthew Jarrett is in the playoffs as we speak.
With a 7-point advantage over Chris Blasey, who's they're unfortunately, running 14th and 15th right now. So I say unfortunate for Blasey.
I did not pay attention to that either. Good.
Wow, alrighty. I just noticed that. And then on top of
about that,
Michael Bennett, also for him, that's would be his first not top 10 of the season. 8 races going into tonight, 8 top 10s.
That's that's crazy.
So
4 top 5s. I mean,
so we'll go ahead and
crazy.
I know we got 2 to go here, but we do have to have one more break. So we'll be right back, everybody. We just had a 10-lap battle there. So we'll be right back, everybody, here before the end of this one. got a battle here on back track. Teft and Hoke. Hoke's gonna let him by, but wow, that was no, maybe not.
Alex got a little loose coming out of the turn 1 there.
Then Richard Odie and Matthew Jarrett, they're still battling for position.
They passed each other 2 or 3 times the last couple laps.
45 laps. 45 laps, and these drivers are still right on top of each other somehow.
Crazy.
And there it is, crossing the line. Jacob Plank, 1 lap to go. He's now pulled off to an incredible 6-second lead with those 11-lap fresher tires than Andrew Teft.
Yeah, we figured if he could get past Teft, he would drive away, which obviously he has. So, it's Alex and it. Drew still going. Oh, Alex gets it loose.
And look who's joined the battle. Lee Campbell.
Lee Campbell.
We got 3-way battle. Oh, you're a laugh. Colin McDonough, you and Brandon Honeycutt are also in a battle on tracks.
We need some more boxes and boxes.
Oh my goodness. Yes, we do. I got a little bit before our leader gets around there, so we'll try to stay on this battle here. Incredible again after 45 caution-free laps, 2 pit stops for most of these teams, and we are trying to. Oh no, the 43
gets loose. Save it.
Oh, some contact with the wall.
Man, I hate to see a battle in like that. Just drove it in too deep, I guess.
Yeah,
just lost it.
It should be all right. Yeah, it looks like maybe Will hop. It definitely got loose on the rear end. Jacob Plank still got a little bit more before he comes back across the line. Truth Hope, Lee Campbell. Lee is one of those drivers on the 2-stop strategy as your leader, so he's got fresher tires than Truth. Let's see if he can get back around him.
Yeah, he's down 3 positions from the 3rd position he started in. So,
but all for none as they come through the final turns. Jacob Plank with a spirited battle with your league owner. Not enough for him though. Jacob Plank, he's gonna put his 2nd victory on the board of the season here at Mid-Ohio. What a great race there for him.
A great win. I mean, again, the best car won today, that's for sure. But
here comes Andrew Teft as well.
Good runner-up bridesmaid again for Andrew Teft, and
you mentioned
Sean Dunaway 3rd.
Dennis Kane.
Look at the 4th main.
Quiet.
Up 3 positions. Wow, good job for Dennis.
And Lee did get around. Actually, something happened to Truth. He's 4 seconds back here because Alex also got around them, and Lee gonna. Oh, here comes Alex putting some pressure, trying to look for a top 5 here. Almost contact between the two as they go to the final turn. Just enough for Lee Campbell to hold on for 5th. Wow.
Yeah, Truth is slow, so he must have.
Oh, Truth running out of gas.
So out of gas.
Oh, and look at that, Chris
Chris
Lacey.
is going to push them. They're teammates on the Super Speedway Series, so
Chris is unfortunately
gonna help him out.
Miss out on the playoffs tonight, but you know what? At the final end of it, he's still going to show some sportsmanship there and help out a fellow driver make it across the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then McDonough was able to get past him, and Honeycutt was not. So, all right, let's go
finished 8th.
Let's go back to your leader hero. What was your race winner here, Jacob Plank? It's he's just trying to get back around the track, everyone. He's almost back to the start finish line. So let's get him let him get there. Should we come back? There he is. There it is. Burn it down, Jacob.
Man on a mission today. Just
All right, let's bring him on in. Jacob, this is Angel and Troy here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us, buddy.
Yep, got you guys.
Wow, what a finish. What a race there. I mean, 45 laps, and you were bad fast. You put a spanking on them, but you definitely had to earn it still there at the end. Walk us through, Jacob, those final, I think this is a final run for you, you know, knowing, coming down pit lane and just having to go chase down Andrew Teft for that win.
Yeah, so, before the race, we were debating on who was probably going to do, 2-stop or 1-stop, and I said, probably just, let's just do 1-stop. So I'm sorry, 2 stops. So yeah, that last run there, I tried to shorten it that way I could really go hard on the tires, and I was trying to make it to where I knew Andrew was gonna come out in front of me after I pitted there. I was trying to make it to where he was about maybe 15, 12 seconds ahead of me, and then I seen he was only about 10. So I knew, I think I had 10 laps to go to get 10 seconds or something like that. So, yeah, I just knew I had to just be patient. And once I caught up to him, I just I didn't want to force anything right away. I knew he was on really old stuff, and I didn't want to, put him in a bad predicament there. But appreciate Andrew for, racing me clean there going to that one corner, man. I knew we were both going to go in there deep. So we both came out on the other end somehow.
It looked like they saved it on our end for a little bit, but then we went, crap, I was looking for a good battle between you two.
Yeah, I mean, I knew my best passing opportunity was in through that. I guess that'd be turns 2 and 3 or that horseshoe after the first turn. So I knew I had to push it there to get around him, and then I thought I was going to clear him. Then we were going down that the backstretch there, and I was like, oh, here we go. We're going deep into this one.
And that was just an incredible battle between the two of you drivers. It was a great fun to watch for us. What's of course, your second victory here this season, but not running full time. So just kind of come out here, just have fun. Any plans to come out maybe for some of these playoff races and maybe play spoiler for those as well?
Yeah, now that I'm married and hunting season's about over, my weekdays have freed up. So yeah, I plan on running some more races. So
yeah, we got Old Atlanta next week. It's probably going to be, 145-degree track temp, knowing Andrew. So
yeah, knowing Andrew.
Yeah, I mean that's better, man. That's good, man. I mean, make us to where we gotta use the throttle, change lanes. I mean, I'm all about it.
Yeah, no, I love it too as well. Jacob, thank your friends, family, sponsors, anybody. Of course, you got to celebrate before you go enjoy this second victory here in the season.
Yeah, just as always, thank you guys for coming out and broadcasting. Thanks to the guys that put this league on. Thanks to the guys on the team, full send, and we'll be back next week.
Awesome. Thank you very much, and yeah, absolutely, we'll see you next week for some Old Atlanta.
Yep. See.
Get him out to sorry about that, Jacob. So, but I have one thing I'm gonna throw in there. We'll see here at the end.
Hey, Andrew, this is Angel and Troy in the booth. You guys, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, you and Jacob had a great battle there at the end of that race. Tell us what's going through your mind when he got close to you and you had to fight him a little bit.
Well, I knew the odds were pretty low, but I was doing my best to kind of make sure I hit the curbs and the apexes so he couldn't turn underneath me, and just try to be as defensive as possible. And I made that crossover, and I had to go in a little bit deeper than him, and I did. it was too much. So I don't think the grip level was the same entering that corner down low that it was up top, because got off course there, and that was about all I had for.
Yeah, I think getting 9 fresher tires on him made him stick on that little section. But man, you guys put on a great battle. But I gotta ask you a question. I don't know. I hope I'm not stealing Angel's thunder. Do you think you could have been a different outcome if you wouldn't have that mishap earlier in the race?
I'm gonna bring it up if you ask me. Actually,
oops, my bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was like, they're probably gonna ask me what I could have done differently, and that's the first thing I thought of is that little spin over the hill. It wasn't much, but it was. If I didn't do it, it probably would have got me the win. I probably wasted about the same amount of time I lost by, so it would have been close.
Yeah, but well, I don't want to give you this number, but I think we're going to. You are on a 24 winless streak in this series.
25 now, unfortunately.
20. Oh, so I tried to give
sorry,
you an
Andrew.
extra race, bud. I was trying to give you an extra race. Sorry, but that's just,
Yeah.
it's mind blowing to me, actually.
Yeah, these things are tough. You got to play them out just right, and everybody's got their strong tracks. Yeah, I mean, I've been running up front. I've got a ton of second place finishes. My family started calling me Sheldon Creed. So.
You got 5 since your last win. 4 over the last 5 weeks.
Yeah, I guess you can put me in his category, and I'll have to get one done soon.
Call you the bridesmaid of the Xfinity series.
You do.
All right, Angel. I hope I didn't steal your thunder, bud.
No, no, not at all. I was gonna mention it's Atlanta, old Atlanta that we go to next week, Andrew. I know that's something that you enjoy. You love having a nice hot slick racetrack going up wherever you can. Your most recent finish at the old Atlanta was a 5th place finish, but your most recent win was at. I mean, it's new Atlanta, but hey, it's still Atlanta. So, what are we doing next week, Andrew? So we can talk to you in Victory Lane. What's the plan for this week here?
Well, old Atlanta is all about tires, so tire conservation, trying to be good on the long runs, and playing the pit strategy right. So, yeah, there's always that sort of short pit game where you can short pit, and whether it pays off or not, it seems to vary by track and by car. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes, but
I think that's a great way to course to have to consider that. And then tonight, we at least can throw out there. You had 2 laps road course led before tonight, so you definitely significantly added to that number. So you can keep improving that there. Troy, I know I said I was gonna let you have this one, but I guess I'll just finish them up here because we have this. Of course, season finished up, regular season finished up. We head to the playoffs here, Andrew. What's now the expectations for you as first as an owner, of course, of the series, the league, and then as you as a driver as you look forward to grabbing hopefully a win or two en route to a championship?
yeah, I'm gonna have to get some wins.
That's
I'm
the
glad
honesty.
you brought it up. I got a pretty good advantage. I did well in the regular season points, so that'll help. But yeah, you really got to win to be able to pull this off. It's that the point spread first over second. There's an extra 4 points there, and that's 4 positions on the track, and they add up quick. So just gotta be better at having a shot to win.
There you go. I agree. You got to go out there and win it. I love the mentality. Andrew, go ahead and thank all you you have to thank who all you have to thank, and we'll send you on your way. Not to really enjoy a second place finish, but to work hard so we can get you into victory lane next week.
Yeah. Congrats to Jake. Ran a really good race. Wasn't sure if which way it was gonna go with the 1 stop or 2 stop, but want to thank my family and our servicemen and women and everybody that tunes in to watch and shows up to race, and SRM for putting on the show. And if anybody's interested in checking us out, just head on over to racerselite.com. You can find standings, schedules, Discord invites, our store, the whole 9 yards. It's a really handy site.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier when I'm looking for the standings and the broadcast and talking about the stats that maybe you don't always enjoy. So we love you, Andrew, here. Thank you very much, of course, for putting on the show for us, truly, and everybody out there. We know the drivers do enjoy the great respect they get to enjoy with each other. So have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, you guys got to hold me accountable. I like it.
It's all in fun, and I know it because I know the work it takes to be a league owner. Definitely not with this many series. I've done 3, but not this many. And still trying to go out there and race and competing the way it is. It's still very impressive. So give you props there.
Yeah, good job, sir.
I think Troy, if Troy was out there, he probably would have had a shot tonight.
I don't. I wanted to be, but I'd like the show y'all put on tonight, so it was fun to call this race.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, buddy. All right, go ahead and bring in Sean Dunaway as our 3rd place finisher. Sean, Angel, and Troy here in the SRM broadcast booth. You got us.
Yep, I got you.
Sorry, we took a little long there. We're giving a little crap to our league owner here, Andrew, on his current losing streak at the moment, winless streak. But we're always in good fun.
Yep.
Nonetheless. You just keep starting out somewhere first or second every race. It seems like doesn't matter what racetrack it is.
Yeah, really starting to become the new Sheldon Creed, that's for sure.
All right, now, whoa. Yeah, that's Andrew now, okay? That's Andrew.
Yeah, he just said the same thing just now. Same comparison. It's funny.
Yeah, I guess I got 3rd this round, but yeah.
Oh my goodness. Nonetheless, good still solid finish, 3rd place. You were on that same kind of 1-stopper. Is there anything that you felt that you could have done different, or was just Jacob was just lights out tonight?
Yeah, he did the 2-stop, and even then he he got out before on his second stop before I could pass him. So he was yeah, he was fast. I had nothing for him there. I didn't think I would win. I thought I could hold on to second, but then Andrew played the game a little better with fuel strategy, it seems, because yeah, on that second stint I really had to clutch it in a lot. I had to save a lot of fuel, even almost lost third at some points, but yeah, we got through it.
Yeah, I think Truth was he had run out of fuel himself, so and I think you guys
Yeah.
pitted on the same lap, so that definitely shows how much work you needed to do to be able to save that. Aside from that, we move on. The regular season is over, heading off to the playoffs, and you got yourself comfortably in. Didn't have a win coming in, but running off of 4 top 5s, 6 top 10s is a great way to go about it. What's your plan here? We got Old Atlanta. How's that track work for Sean? And will you be on pole, I guess, or in the front row again next week?
I feel like with that track at one time, like the setup was very like balanced. It felt really good, and then another time, like it felt really tight, and I was just like eating up the right front. So it's gonna depend on the setup. It's just gonna depend where I can find the correct line, I guess, when it comes to tire saving there again. I'm usually pretty good at that track. Hopefully, yeah, hopefully you'll see me on pole or second or third again there for sure.
And we talk about the last 2 starts, first and second, but just in the last, month since the start of October, you have started 3 times on pole and another 2 times starting second. So, and even then before that, you have 3 second. You have a ton of top 3. Where do you try to adjust this to become to turn those possibly into victories as well?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I can't qualify pole. I'm not talking. I'm not talking crap. Promise you, I can't even qualify pole myself, or up front. So it's a good question for me to learn.
Yeah, it's really gonna be trying to find the balance of, can I be fast? Should I push it? Should I save tires here? I guess I really gotta check the relatives, like see what's working, see what's not working, maybe even check my, session last laps as I'm going through it, kind of seeing what I can do a little better, throughout each lap there. There are just, some guys that are just somehow faster and don't really care about tire conservation for some reason, and they make it work. So maybe I just gotta push a little harder,
I think his voice is acting up again.
Oh no. Yeah, sounded like a robot.
There we go. We'll try. There we go.
He gets excited sometimes.
We tried a different slot, and it worked for 1 week, but I guess it didn't. I guess it only decided to work for 1 week and not anymore. Joe, you got anything for Sean before we let him go?
Man, you put on a great race, man. I mean, top 3 in this league. That's no easy feat at all, but great race tonight, man. Is there anybody you'd like to go ahead and thank? Friends, family?
Yeah, for sure. Like to thank my wife and my stepdad and mom for always watching, and then of course the cats for always trying to ruin my race.
I had the dog growling earlier, and I'm muted in the background trying to get him to stop growling. He just wouldn't stop. He's just like staring at me like, "I'm gonna just keep doing this, Papa. Don't you worry."
Yeah, not so bad this time, but my cat really wants my lap now, so he's gonna get some lap time.
Yeah, I gotta let the Chihuahua do that now. What? You have yourself a good night, Sean. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Yep. See you guys.
Oh man, always great fun, talking with everybody and just of course their normal lives. We'll go ahead and go to the race results put up here, and okay, we just mentioned talking to Jacob Plank, Andrew Teft, first and second, and then Sean Dunaway there as your 3rd place finisher. Dennis Kane in the number 4 car gonna finish in 4th. You mentioned that methodical.
Good race for him.
Man, you got 4 Fords in the top 5, 5 in the top 6. Sean was actually the only Chevrolet. Interesting.
Wow,
that's actually really incredible. That's not how it was looking earlier.
No.
Lee Campbell would nice recovery there for 5th place. Alex Teft there in 6th. Sean Merriman in 7th. Colin McDonough there in that SRM car in 8th. We'll give a shout out to Truth Hoke, 9th. I know you ran out of fuel, but still, you ran out of fuel and finished top 10. That's not bad.
Yeah, good job, bud. Good job.
Brandon Honeycutt would round out your top 10. In 11th, Chris Pendle would be your biggest mover, up 6 spots. He sent me a message. He had 25 incident points tonight running off track, and he just did not enjoy himself in Mid-Ohio. And this is he lives in Ohio, you know, so this is a home track for him. So he wasn't, you know, a little bummed for that. Oof. Let's see here. Then Todd Slauson there in 12th. Richard Odie in 13th. Matthew Jarrett, congratulations. You made it to the races.
You made the playoffs.
And you would make the playoffs because of it. Let's go out there and make something from that.
He's actually 11th in the playoff standings at the moment.
Oh, very nice. That's right. That's already up. Chris Blasey, 15th. Curtis Ecker in 16th. Kirby Wayne Scott in 17th. Michael Bennett, we mentioned his first non-top 10 of the season there in 17th. In the 18th position. And then Rob Yost, he will round out the field. Again, we do hope and everybody's feeling better there amongst your family, yourself included. Troy, my goodness, we have playoffs.
Yep, what an exciting race. I mean, in the regular season race and road courses, interesting to say the least. I enjoyed it amidst the great racing between Jacob and Andrew at the end, but the tires ultimately played the difference for Jacob and having a fast car.
That is correct. And the Xfinity Series was actually the last one to get set up here for the playoffs, so amongst the big three. Tomorrow night, we're at Kentucky for the next gen. So, gosh. I'm just so, if there's a track that I'm just so bad at, then it doesn't matter what car you put me in there, I will run second to last every race. It's Kentucky.
Yep, not having too much fun in Kentucky's, but we'll see how it goes.
105 laps there. Then it's IRP next Tuesday night. Myself, I'll be broadcasting that one. 140 laps.
Oh, well, don't look at me in the back too much, okay?
well, don't you worry, buddy. You gotta let off early and just kind of further that throttle through there. We mentioned then we're here for the Old Atlanta next week. 105 laps as they run in the afternoon. That hot Atlanta sun. And then of course next Thursday we'll be off for the next gens for Thanksgiving. Want to thank everybody, as always, for joining us here on our YouTube chat. And get ready. We'll actually be getting ready to start broadcasting some of these to Facebook. So if any of you guys have any friends or family that can't watch these races on YouTube for any reason, we're going to get this dual stream to Facebook here in the near future for our friends at Racers Elite. So myself, Angel Santiago, we're completing 9 races for the regular season now to head off for the final 5 of the playoffs. And my broadcaster partner here, Troy Thomas, thank you so much for allowing us to bring you the Racers Elite Xfinity Series. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next week.